BPG cars.
It's okay that you're feeling blue, 'cause I'm here to stay.
What's up, everybody? Alright, today is the day we're going to remove the head, and I'm going to go through the whole entire process step by step on how to remove the head, and also installation process on reinstalling the head and the proper way to remove the cam bolts and the proper procedure. And after we install the head, I'm going to show you the torquing procedure for everything step by step as well. Alright? Okay, go ahead and get a T55 Torx socket. It's going to be an extended type, at least 2 inches long. You're going to be ready to remove the head by crisscross pattern, starting from the inside, going all the way to the outside. It's going to be very hard to remove. As you can see here, I was struggling. So once you get to that stage, you'll be ready for the next stage. On the back of the intake area, there will be a lot of emission controls components. You need to be careful when removing these, one at a time, and be careful not to miss any because they're all colored black and they're not color keyed. And they do have unique plugs, so you won't be able to get them confused with other plugs. Be careful while removing the head at this stage. It's quite heavy, and you're going to need an assistant in most cases. As for me, I'm pretty physically fit even for my age, but I don't recommend that. You might throw your back out, so get an assistant to help you, and it should come out very easily. Before pulling the head up, double check to see if there's any additional bolts that you left behind, head bolts, cam bolts, strap bolts, and exhaust bolts, and any other bolts that should not be there, and also harness wires. On the back side of the intake, there's going to be a hose for the cooling system. You need to be sure you get that. It's very hard to get to. You're going to need a stubby screwdriver to remove it. And also there's a lot of emission controls components that are back there. Just take your time and be careful and don't break anything, because the tube going into the intake is made of plastic. After removing the head, don't forget to make sure everything is out of the way, so when you return the head, you won't have any problems reinstalling it. Okay? And also, make sure that all the cylinders are coated with a lot of oil to make sure that it doesn't have any rust issues when you put the head back on, or actually when the car sits for a while. And once lubricated, everything is ready to go. We're going to examine the head next. Alright folks, as you can see, I've mounted the engine support fixture right here. An engine support fixture is used to hold up an engine, as you can see. It's used to hold up the engine. Down there's the block. To keep the block from going down when you take off either this motor mount here or the transmission back here, this area. Okay? Because when the block goes like that, or the transmission goes like that, you're going to force your axle joints, motor mounts, or any other items attached to the engine, and you're going to tweak it or damage it. Or the wiring harness here, or any of the hoses, you'll damage all of that. So you have to have this, okay? This is the one that I made on my channel. I make my own tools a lot of the times whenever I can. And if you want to see how this is done, look above and you'll see it in the description above the screen. You'll see, you get a link to the video on that, and it'll show you how it's done. Okay, here's a side view of that. As you can see, that is a proper procedure of securing an engine block or a transmission, whatever you're working on, so it doesn't fall down on you. Alright, so now you all know what this is used for. I use this many times. This was modified for its width right here. I modified it to made it to be wider because it would not fit the Mustang too well. Alright, so I have a narrow one available, which is right here. There's another one that I made in the past. Okay, and that's this one here. This is the one that I'm using now. Alright, so now we're going to continue to with this project, and I have to go get this head to the machine shop so they can do their magic for me. And once that's done, I'll bring it back here and we will get the installation procedure. We will do the installation procedure right before your eyes. Alright? Alright guys, as you can see, got the head off, and I want y'all to see something. You see this contact point right there? This is where the piston hit the valve. It happened in almost all of them. These are the exhaust valves. I'm sorry, these are the intake valves, by the way. The exhaust ones are over here because they're heated, and they've also been smacked. You see it? Let's get a better view of that. Right here. See the opening? So these are toast. Okay? Now here's the thing, guys. As you can see, it also has a blown head gasket too. It's been leaking really badly in this area, as you can see. All the way, all the way across right here. So, the thing is, each of these valves costs about Well, I don't know how much US dollars it is, but it's about 3,000 pesos for these and 2,000 for these. Okay, so I'll convert that to US dollars later on in the video. So anyway, to fix this whole head, it costs about, I don't know, 800 US dollars, which is a 2-month salary here in Southeast Asia where I'm at, which is incredibly expensive. So I do have a machine shop that will get these valves and straighten them out using, you know, the hammer and, you know, lathe method. And he's also going to use a run out gauge to make sure that there's no tolerance problems with it. All right, once that's fixed, I can reinstall these things, and if there's a damaged valve guide, I can replace them, and it'll be a lot cheaper. So anyway, hope you all like this video, and in the next video we're going to show this stuff going to the machine shop and getting the process done, so there'll be a little bit of a delay, and then as soon as we're done with that, we'll put this thing back together again. Okay, if you like what you're seeing in this channel, I do a lot of this mechanical stuff, and then when I'm bored out my mind, I go for a little drive, and as you know, my little travel vlogging that I love to do too. And if you like what you're seeing, just smash that like button, share my videos, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell for future videos on this channel. All right?